Welcome you all in the video difference between open source and closed source operating system. In this video we are going to discuss what is open source operating system and what is the difference between open source and closed source operating system. The basic here our basic different point of discussion in this video is that we have to understand thoroughly what is open source operating system. Before starting with this open source, first of all, you must clarify that source, it is basically refers to the coding or programming part. Suppose if you have written some program which is having few lines, so that will be called as source code of that program. If you have developed some software which is having some programs, some set of instructions, so that complete set of programs or set of instructions, that is called as source code of that program. So here open source means here the statement of program or instructions of that operating system are open to all. So why this terminology came into existence, that is our main point of discussion. So in this here, see, basically most of the users, they are aware that they are using Windows operating system. So in case of Windows operating system, we are not having any such concept that is open source. So that's why this term is totally new for us. So here we basically compare with open source and closed source operating system by keeping in our mind Windows and Linux operating system. So here, first of all, we will define what is the meaning of this open source operating system and what is the meaning of this closed source operating system. So in case of this open source operating system, if we go in detail, first of all, we'll see what do we mean by closed source operating system. So closed source operating system use code that is proprietary and kept secret to prevent its use by the other entities. Means closed source operating systems are the operating system by which the source code is not available to the user, whereas open source operating system are the systems in which source code of that particular operating system is available, means user can see or it can modify it by the user. So here the basic difference between open source and closed source operating systems is that the source code or instruction, whatever software or whatever programs of that particular operating systems are there. So in case of open source, it can be seen or viewed or modified by the users, whereas in case of closed operating system, they cannot be viewed or they cannot be modified by the users. So that is the basic difference between the open source and closed source operating system. So if open source operating system is there or open source software is there, means whatever instructions or code of that particular software is that it is freely available to the user, whereas closed source it is not possible. So we'll see the difference with respect to few points here. Now first of all, we'll see the difference related to pricing, because if you know that, if you already know, in case of Windows operating system, as Windows operating system comes under the category of closed source operating system, we have to purchase the license copy of that Windows operating system. So here, now if you compare with respect to this policy, with respect to this pricing category, so in case of open source operating system such as Linux or FreeBSD, they do not cost anything to some Linux companies such as Red Hat. They provide supported version of for free. Closed source operating system can either be free or offered for a price. So if you take example of Microsoft Windows, it comes pre-installed on many or new computers, though you do not have to pay separately for it. The cost of Windows license is figured into the pricing by the computer manufacturer. Means the point here is that if you purchase some system, so it is already having some Windows installed in that particular system. So that is already cost of that particular software is included in that particular cost of that particular system. And if you do not want, if you want to separately purchase that particular operating system separately, so you have to purchase the license copy through the company. So in this way, the open source and closed source operating system, the basic difference is that here open source system, the pricing is not there, means they are freely available, whereas in case of closed source operating system, we have to purchase that particular operating system, we have to pay that particular for that particular operating system. Means we have to purchase the license of that particular operating system, then only we can use it. So here, in this way, this is the first difference. This is related to pricing of that open source and closed source operating system. The basic difference is that whatever code or whatever program of that operating system, in case of open source, it is freely available. There is no need to purchase it. Whereas in case of that particular Windows or closed source operating system, we have to separately purchase, or we have to purchase the license copy of that particular operating system. Otherwise, it will become illegal to use that particular operating system. Now coming to the next point, while development of this particular operating system, we will discuss this difference with respect to development. So here, with closed source operating systems, the development costs are typically paid by the company itself, who hires the developer and determines the direction of the project. This offers the benefit of a professional team of developer and guaranteed performance, which is essential for certain software packages. Means here, for closed source operating system, so whatever operating system is developed by the developer, so the company will pay for them, and this will benefit them for the software developer also and for the company also, so that they can have a guarantee of performance as well as the direction or time deadline of that particular software. Whereas in case of open source operating system, the direction of a project is determined either by the board of directors or the community of individuals or individuals. Development costs are generated through combination of donations from companies and individuals. Means directly developers are not paid, they have to work, and they will be benefited from their work by different companies and donations and all that things. Means first and foremost difference is that here developer of that open source operating system, they are paid either through donations or through different companies, but they are not directly paid by the particular company for development of that particular open source software. For example, through indirect methods such as developer who are paid by the corporation to work on open source code. For example, IBM and Red Hat, who sells Linux systems and Linux support, both pay employees to develop open source Linux code, which benefits not only to their open source Linux variant, but other Linux projects as well. Apple also pays its developer to work on BSD variant Darwin, which is the best base for OS X software. So open source projects are free to choose their direction and are not driven by profitability. Means here, profit factor is not there in the open source operating system, whereas in closed source operating system, the profit factor is available. Now availability of the source availability, that is the next point of our discussion with respect to the comparison between open source and closed source operating system. So here, the manufacturer of closed source operating systems such as Windows or OS X will not allow their programming code to be viewed by the most of the third parties. If there is a vulnerability or any error in the code, it must be discovered by the company itself, because there are limited number of developers assigned to that project. So it is possible that vulnerability go unnoticed. In sometimes it will go unnoticed by the developers. Whereas in case of open source operating system, the code is viewable by anybody. Theoretically, it means that many more people will be able to see the programming code, offering the potential to catch any error quickly than the closed source operating system in practice. This is not always the case, since the developer may not volunteer to work on what they are interested, or an employee paid by the corporation to work on that piece of code. So it may be in some case it may be unnoticed, or in some case it may be noticed. So we can say that in the case of closed source operating system, there is less possibility of locating any bug or error, whereas in case of open source, it is very high possibility of locating bug and errors. So in this way, the comparison between open source and closed source operating system, we can summarize that first and foremost comparison or foremost difference is that open source operating system, the source code is available freely for the user, whereas in case of closed source operating system, source code is not available. Second point of difference is that development cost or development. So open source softwares are developed by the community of the users who are having that particular area of expertise. They might be paid or may not be paid, depending upon their requirement and project feasibility. Whereas in case of closed source operating system, developer team is there, company has to pay for them, and they develop the software. So there is a benefit to the developer as well as to the company also. Now the most next difference is that source availability. For source code, it is freely available in case of open source, and for that particular closed source operating system, there is a less closed source operating system. The source code is available only for the company. No third party can view that particular source code, or it can view or modify that particular source code. So here the basic difference between the open source and closed source operating system is related to the source code or program or whatever software code is that for the user. So in this way, the comparison, there are so many other points of comparison also. In our next videos, we'll discuss that points. Thank you.